Okay, we're live. Let's see if those notifications went out. Pick up your phone and it turns off. You gotta love that as soon as you pick it up. Notifications I do see with my eyes and my senses. Indeed, I see some things I'd like to see. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Okay, that's obviously not charging anything. Okay, I don't need to charge this phone. No, it's pretty good. I think I will plug it into a charger anyway. Why not? While it's just sitting here, why not charge it all the way up? Okay. Okay, so nothing on the chat. I'll say hello just to see if it's working. The chat. Good morning. If you guys are here, let me check the Rumble sphere. Yes, we have our viewer. Okay. We are good. Oh, SEO. Very good. I remembered my SEO. Very good. My channel. Good times, bad times. Crypto has its share, folks. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, there's the SEO, search engine optimization. And now I'm just going to refresh the chat. I saw my chat come up, and I see that my viewers are leaving. I think I had 4 viewers, and now it's gone down to 1. Huh.
Steven. Good morning.
Hey, Steven. Glad to see you here and speaking in the chat. Thank you for joining the show. I went out to breakfast this morning. Really nice restaurant with my mom. We had the whole restaurant to ourselves. We really enjoyed ourselves, and then came back here. The crypto has been making a comeback slowly. Of course, remember, this was a $34,500 investment. 42. So it's now up to $8,000. $8,100. So if anybody is keeping tabs on that investment, like you're wondering where it's at, blah, 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 that's where it's at right now. It's in profit. If you're happy with walking away with $8,000 cash, and you were me, and you wanted to do it, boom, you walk out right now, you call it, wipe your hands clean, and take your $8,000 and go do something nice. Go on a massive vacation or buy yourself something nice. Whatever, right? There you go. That's how it works. It's so simple. If you've got money sitting in the bank, then you can have money sitting in crypto making you more money. You can also lose it all and make the wrong choices and think that you're smart and think you know what you're doing. I've seen a lot of people do this. So when I did my show on crypto in California, I remember having the chart up on screen and showing everybody all the cryptos that I invested in and told everybody why I thought the ones that I invested in were a good long-term. Then people started listening to me and they said, hey, I'm going to get into this crypto thing too. And the problem was they all thought they were smarter than me. So they thought they were going to go investigate the cryptos and look at each in the individual, what each one had to offer. And they were going to decide for themselves what worked best for them. And they did. And a lot of people that watched my show lost a lot of money. Why? Because they chose not to listen to me. They got all excited, but they didn't want to fully take my advice. And they started investing in things that they thought were good because, they look good, or Elon Musk may have said something. And they didn't trust me, but they trusted Elon Musk, or they trusted whatever. And they lost everything. You have the choice when you're doing this to look at what I'm investing in and decide that that might work for you too, since it's working for me. I hope you choose wisely, man. I hope you choose to listen to what I'm telling you. And I hope you look at the cryptos that I'm telling you about. Because I can bring you to the crypto, but I can't make you pick the right one, man. You know, I could tell you the one that works for me. $19.79. That's where Harmony is at right now. $19.79. It's under 2 pennies. If you buy it right now, you're getting it at under 2 cents. Easy. When it goes to 4 cents, you double your money. That's how it works. It's going to go to 4 cents again. That's all I can tell you guys, man. You can either choose to listen to me or you can choose to be unhappy with a decision that you decided not to go with your heart, man. All I can do is keep telling you. And the great news, the great news is it's still not too late, man. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I didn't get in early. Oh, well. Hey, just had a big market drop. Giant. It's another opportunity. It's knocking on your door. And if you've got cash sitting in the bank doing nothing for you, well, you know, you can let it sit there and keep doing nothing for you. And make your pathetic 0.02% interest in the bank. And, have your $10,000 sitting in a bank for a year, and then at the end of the year, walk away with $2. And be like, hey, I made $2 for letting my money sit in a bank. I made $2. Wow, what are you going to do with them $2, man? You going to get yourself a $2 gumball, or... I'm about to do a dab. That's why I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to do a dab. Oops, that's not working for me. That's not working. I'm gonna do a derm. I took our derm. I took our derm. Slow nay day I see today, huh? Sunday morning. What did I go at the wrong time here? Let's see. Let me look at the analytics here. Let's see what it says for Sunday. You guys aren't active on YouTube until 10 a.m. And then at 2 p.m. is when you guys will really be on here. Okay. My timing was bad, obviously. But that's okay. Students switch up college plans as states pass anti-LGBTQ laws. Wow. So this is what Ron DeSantis' legislation is doing to Florida. Kids that were accepted into Florida schools that are LGBTQ kids are deciding, hey, you know what? I don't want to move to Florida. I don't want to bring my money and my tax dollars to your shit state if you don't like me because I'm LGBTQ. So I'm going to move to another state and I'm going to go spend my money on college somewhere else. Hey, Way to go, Ron DeSantis. I wonder how much money you just cost the state of Florida because you hate people. That's a great way to start off this show. Fantastic way, I think. Because it exposes Ron DeSantis once again, somebody I've been warning everybody about since day one. And I'm just so proud that the rest of the world is finally catching up with me. Yesterday I started a show. There weren't a lot of people at the beginning, and I was a little upset, but I said, I'll just keep going, because sometimes shows pick up, and the show picked up, and I was glad. I hope that happens again this morning, too. I'll keep going, and we'll see if some people show up. I like having an audience.
Nick Brown.
Hey, Nick.
Good morning.
Good morning. Glad you're here. I think I'll wait a minute on this. So let's put that one in the archive. That's a good article. It totally goes with what we talk about on this show all the time. Way to go, Ron.
Orphan Monkey 1. Morning, my friend.
Hey, Orphan, how's it going? Donald Trump ridicules Republican rival
Chuck
Nikki
Diesel.
Haley for delivering speech to half-empty hall at CPAC.
What up?
CPAC had that guy that hates the LGBTQ. He says that trans should be wiped off the face of the earth. They had that guy speak at CPAC. Michael something or other. He's a piece of human garbage. Chuckles, McGusky, my head, Mackie. Cheers.
Chuck Diesel. You're all going to die down here.
Tell me about it.
Chuck Diesel. Resident Evil movie.
Right?
Chuck Diesel. The Red Queen's voice, haha.
Is that the voice? Looks nice. So yeah, I think it's important that everyone knows that this Michael guy that hates trans people, they allowed him to speak at CPAC. He speaks for those people. It's freaking sickening,
Chuck
man.
Diesel.
And I'd like to hear.
Wow, that is freaking creepy, lol.
CPAC Michael. Let's see if it comes up. Where is that piece of human garbage? He's not coming up. Yeah, they're not too proud of that guy, bro. I don't know his last name. Michael. He hates LGBTQ people, bro. And, you know, it's 22 minutes.
I'm Ben Mycelis from the Midas Touch Network. All right, day 2 of CPAC.
No. Hold on. No. 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 No, they don't cover that guy. I don't know what his name is. Because nobody knows what that anti-trans dude, his name is, huh? I wonder if I retweeted it, maybe? Wow, I got 1 like. Who was that? On a picture of me and my mother. Hey, Jiminy! Thanks, Jimbo. Thanks. At least he liked my picture. Thank you. Oh, there he is right there. There he is right there.
Is true. If men there can be no middle way in dealing with transgenderism. It is all or nothing. If transgenderism is true, if men really can become women, then it's true for everybody of all ages. If transgenderism is false, as it is, if men really can't become women, as they cannot, then it's false for everybody too. And if it's false, then we should not indulge it. Especially since that indulgence requires taking away the rights and customs of so many people.
Really?
If it is false, for the good of...
How is somebody, let's say I want to be a woman, and I go and how am I infringing on anybody else's right to survive? What is he talking about? Did that make sense to any of you? Somebody who feels like they want to be a woman, they look like a man, but they really want to be a woman or whatever. How does that bother? Does it bother any of you? If it bothers any of you, get the fuck out of my live stream, okay? Because if you were here, I'd spit on you. Now, I'm hoping my audience is with me on this. Let me know if you support trans people in transitioning. Let me know. If that's something that you're against, let me know in the chat so I can eradicate you like this guy wants to eradicate trans people. I'm going to eradicate you from my audience, and I'll show you what fucking eradication feels like. I'll make you disappear. Is that what you think other people deserve? Just for wanting to be who they feel like they should be? Come on, audience. Can I get some support from any of you? I'm getting this. If I can't get I can't get a single person. Oh. I can't get a single person to agree with me in the chat?
Stephen running.
Okay, that'll work. Thank you, Steve.
1.
Thank you. That 1 works. Thank you. Huh. Thanks for not leaving me hanging, bro. Anybody else?
Mr. Jindajan. I'm okay with that.
You're okay with if I want to be a woman? Are you okay? You're okay, guys? If I want to go transition, I come on here tomorrow and I'm trendy Nancy. Is that okay? I got a wig on and I'm going to get breast implants. I'm going to do some surgery. I'm going to start talking feminine. Is that okay with you guys? You're going to hate me for it.
Mr. Jindajan.
Yeah, it'll be Mrs. Nay.
Mrs. Nay.
Are we okay? Well, everybody's okay with that? Huh. Couple people left my show. Let me tell you something. For the people who left my show, bye. I know why you didn't say anything, because you knew if you spoke up, I was going to block you anyway. Good. Get out of here. Go to CPAC. Go to the hate meetup. Y'all can hate on people that are different than you. You fucking Nazis. You fucking Nazis. You're a fucking Nazi. I'm keeping it real. Those of you who left my show, you're keeping it real too. Like I said, I'd spit on you if I could. I know why you're leaving. It's because I intimidate you. And I'm glad.
Trending it.
Be intimidated.
Other people's sexuality doesn't bother me.
Why would it? Why would it?
Orphan Monkey 1. Whatever makes
You
your
know what
life
would make me
happy,
more
I'm
accepting
happy
of
for you.
gay?
Be happy in life.
You know what would make me more accepting of
get one shot at
LGBTQ and trans?
You know?
If cities like the Florida Keys and other companies out there that choose to keep ramming it down our throats in their advertisements, that would win me over a little bit more if you'd stop ramming it down my fucking throat in the advertisements. Yeah, I don't need to see a gay couple kiss every time you're trying to sell me a fucking product on TV. Stop! Just stop fucking doing it. I mean, I know it exists. I want to support it. But when you keep ramming it down my throat, it bothers me. Stop ramming it down my fucking throat. And I'll tell you what else. I understand why these Republicans are getting a little angry too. Because they're taking my sentiment right there way too far. They don't want to know that. They don't even want it to exist. I mean, I don't want it shoved in my fucking face every day. Let's just be honest here. I don't want to see it in your stupid advertisements. I'm not going to buy your fucking product. How about that? I'll speak with my wallet. So, you could try to keep it real like I keep it real. If that bothers you, fuck you. Yeah. Thank you, Orphan Monkey 1. You got it. Yeah. It's called Live and Let Live, man. I don't know why Republic cunts can't live and let live. Why can't Republicans live and let live? And when that motherfucker says, we can't live our lives the way we deserve to because you exist, what? What? Let me take this back. Where did I get that little bit of sound? Where was that? Why is it not on there anymore? This is weird. Oh, that was on my phone. My bad. It's my phone. Here, let's take this back a little bit. And I want you to listen to what this motherfucker just said.
Requires taking away the rights and customs of so many people. If it is false, then for
their existence requires taking away the rights and customs of so many people. I'm going to play it for you one more time. And I want someone, hey, maybe a fellow Christian out there can explain it to me. You guys, one of y'all a Christian like this cunt? Maybe one of you can explain this, what he's saying, okay? Let me know. Rights
and customs of so many people. If it is, especially since that indulgence requires taking away the rights and customs of some.
That indulgence, me turning into a woman, takes your right to be a Christian away from you? Hey man, can he explain that to me? How's it take somebody's right away from them? I mean, can anybody in my audience, I know you're not going to be able to, can anybody in my audience even explain to me what he's trying to say there? Can anybody attempt to make sense of this garbage? This fucking, hey Lusta, this fucking garbage? Can anybody? You won't be able to. That's why I'm not expecting a response from the chat right now. You're not going to be able to explain it because it doesn't make sense. Because me doing whatever I want to do and living my life however I want to do has nothing to do with you. If it does, well, then you've got very thin skin and you need to take a fucking class. I mean, I'm trying to think of a situation where, let's say, the neighbors move in and it's a trans couple. And they have trans parties with trans people. And they're cross-dressing. And they're strutting around. And they're listening to Barbra Streisand. Hey, you know what? I'm only going to complain about that if I'm trying to sleep at night.
Good morning.
And I can hear that fucking Barbra Streisand music. That's the only thing that's going to piss me off. They have every right to do whatever the fuck they want to do, wherever they want to, until they start affecting me personally. And the only way they're going to affect me personally is to violate the same thing that anybody else moving in next door could do. But their existence, them strutting around in their high heels, that has no effect on me or my children that are out in front of their house playing. My 4, 5, 6, 7-year-old children that are out there playing football or throwing a frisbee in front of their home where, oh, the trans people are wearing high heels and wigs. Oh, there's a woman there with really short hair. I can't be a Christian any longer. You've taken my ability to worship away from me. You've exposed my children to things that their eyes shouldn't see according to Jesus. You're going to have to show me where cross-dressing is mentioned in the Bible. You know, is strutting illegal? Is catwalking, is being fabulous against the fucking Bible? And if I'm yelling too much here, I'm apologizing. I'm sorry. I let it get away from me. I didn't mean to do that. I get a little angry when I'm talking about this shit, and I hear the ladies over there like trying to talk over me, and it pisses me the fuck off because I know they're trying to ignore what I'm talking about. And it bothers me. So don't let me scream over them so that it turns you off. All right? I don't want to do that. Nobody seems to give a fuck about this shit when I'm talking about it. Hi, Cassie. But I think you need to listen to this a little bit more.
Then it's false for everybody too. And if it's false, then we should not indulge it. Especially since that indulgence requires taking away the rights and customs of so many people. If it is false, then for the good of society, and especially for the good of the poor people who have fallen prey to this confusion, transgenderism must be eradicated from public life entirely. The whole preposterous ideology at every level. There can be
What's sad about that is that there wasn't a Republican in the audience with the balls enough to stand up and boo that fucking cunt. Not a single Republican had the balls or the spine or the backbone to stand up for a marginalized group of people that already exists. He's proposing wiping them out. He wants to take their wigs away. What, he wants to chop off their, whatever. They're clapping? Did you see a Republican stand up and say, hey, man, you've gone too far. Sit down and shut up. Meet me outside in the parking lot, too, after this is over. That's what I'd like to do. Oh, boy. I'll show him a violation of his fucking right to exist. I'll show him what it really feels like when someone's violating your right to exist. Come meet me out in the parking lot and let me show you what that feels like. I'm going to be with my friend Chuckles.
Patrick John Welder. Good morning, Nate. They're just as bad as Nazis.
No, they are Nazis.
They want to eliminate an entire movement of people.
No, you need to change your language. And you need to say what it is.
Hobo.
They are Nazis.
Get Fallon Fox to meet them in the parking lot.
I'll just get Chuckles. I'll just send Chuckles. I'll call for a Chuckles. I'll dial up a Chuckles. I'll Uber in a Chuckles. For a proper toothbrushing. But, this guy makes Donald Trump Jr. look like a fucking saint.
Patrick John Welder.
They are exactly
Sorry,
the definition of
they
Nazis.
are exactly Nazis.
Yes. Now you got it, Patrick. They are Nazis. And who did the Nazis start with? The Nazis started with the LGBTQ community. That's who they went after first. So let's get the saying right. You know, first they came for the LGBTQ community, and I said nothing. Hey, not me. Not me, man. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs over this shit. And I'm not going to sit by and let them do that without me putting up some sort of a fight. And it, like I said before, it's shocking and appalling that there wasn't a single human being at CPAC to just stand up and give one dissenting voice. Huh. It says a lot about Republicans, because that wasn't just a little tiny group of Republicans. That was CPAC. They come from all over. That was a good representation of Republicans in America. And I don't care if it was a group of 100 or 1,000 people or 10,000 people, not one person said anything when he said what he said. And this has 1.4 million views. Where did it go? Why did it disappear? Huh. I mean, I said, hey, Nazis! You know, it's got 13 views, 2 likes, and 1 retweet. I'm one of the likes and one of the retweets. You know, all of you could go to my Twitter right now, every single one of you, and you could retweet this. There's nothing stopping you from going to my Twitter right now, at Nays Garden, and retweeting that, liking it, and leaving a comment and calling them the Nazis that they are. All of you could do that. It's got 2 likes and 1 retweet. Seriously. So, I better see 14. There's 14 of you watching. I better see 14 likes and 14 retweets right now. All of you. Go to Twitter. I don't want a goddamn single excuse in the fucking chat. I don't have Twitter. I don't like Twitter. I locked out of my account. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want a single fucking excuse. Go make a new account right now and go have a voice. And if you don't want to have a voice, you know what? Fuck you. Boost my fucking voice up, so that people will see this and people will hear it from me. I mean, luckily, 1 million people have already seen it. Because somebody else with a larger following than me has retweeted this. Yeah, 1.4 million views. Now, out of that 1.4 million, I wonder how many of them fucking people that watch that agree with it. Retweet it again. I'll retweet it and like it and do whatever the fuck I can to try to get more people to see this. Try to get more people on our side to fight the fucking Nazis. But hey, man, we're helping Nazis in Ukraine, and we're about to fucking have a Nazi administration here in the United States. Now, I'm sure nobody is saying anything in my chat right now because you're all running over there to retweet and like and leave a comment on this one very important tweet. I'll go ahead and I'll pin it to my profile. I'll make it easier for you to find. All right? Three likes, 2 retweets. Somebody liked it. 1 person. Nick Brown. And of course, Jiminy liked it first before anybody else did. He's not even here right now. Nick Brown doesn't like Nazis. Way to go, Nick. Hill House Hobo. What's up, buddy? I don't know who Fallon Fox is.
Patrick John Welder. You know we are in huge trouble when people are making Trump look like a saint.
That's what I told my mom this morning.
Hill House Hobo.
So I never thought I'd ever be
The
saying
trans
anything supportive of
MMA
Donald
fighter.
Trump. Oh, a trans MMA fighter. There's 16 people watching this show. What I just asked my audience was to go to Twitter to retweet a tweet for me. You guys don't have to do it. But I would really like it if you would. It's my pinned tweet. It shows this moron speaking at CPAC saying that transgenders need to be eradicated. Transgenderism must be eradicated from public life entirely. You know, because you were born differently than other people, so you should be punished for that. Because Nazis. Because Republican Nazis. Now, look, if you're a Republican and you don't support this, it's at your convention, CPAC, and if I were y'all, I'd be speaking out against it. And I'd be begging my leadership to be speaking out against this as well. I'd be tweeting at them. I tweet this at them and say, hey man, I'm not okay with this. You've gone too far. Who's the next group you're going to marginalize? Maybe you don't like transgender people, but who's the next group going to be? You can't just start with the group that everybody doesn't like and think it's okay and think it's going to end with that. It's not. We've seen this somewhere before. And, you know, I'm thankful for the people in the future that are going to see this broadcast. They're going to see this video. They're going to leave a chat message or something, and they're going to say something and add to the conversation, agree with what I'm saying, and give me some more energy, a little bit more gasoline to run the tank on. You know, it would be nice if my audience would engage in this conversation more. My arms are shaking and I'm sad because my own audience doesn't support this. I don't care whether you like trans people or not. It's the fascism that you need to be speaking out against. And I can't believe it's like fucking pins are dropping from the chat right now. Oh, here we go.
Effectadrasp.
Oh.
Hi. I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots.
Right.
The price is lower than any competitor.
Sure.
The quality is guaranteed to be the best.
Right.
Auto on. Incredibly flexible and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off / customize. Go to dogehype.com.
Yeah. As desperate as I am to get you people to fucking even respond to this, you know, I'm not that desperate.
Billy Ballantyne. I don't tell anyone to meet me in the parking lot. That lets them know my intentions. Allows them planning time. Shunju Chapter 2.
Hey, Billy.
Bear market money. Oh man, look at this scam. Hill House Hobo. They can promote these nuts. Billy Ballantyne. Hi.
Hey, Billy. Billy, I want you to watch this. And I want your reaction on this. It's my
Bear market money.
It's my pinned tweet on Twitter.
I just got here, Nay. Good morning.
Middle way in dealing
Good morning,
with
Bear.
transgenderism.
Patrick John Welder. It's sickening, Nay. I can't believe they give people like that a platform to speak such hate.
Exactly. Thank you, Patrick. Wow. Thank you. Yes. Now, everybody else start leaving comments like that, too. And go to Twitter and retweet this tweet. Be one of those 1.4 million people. You know?
There can be no middle way in dealing with transgenderism. It is all or nothing. If transgenderism is true, if men really can become women, then it's true for everybody of all ages. If transgenderism is false, as it is, if men really can't become women, as they cannot.
See, what he just said, then it's true for all ages. What did he just say?
Transgenderism is true. If men really can become women, then it's true for everybody of all.
So what? Who cares if anybody can have surgery? And you know what? I have a feeling that surgery is going to improve over time as well. And if somebody wants to fucking totally go from a man to a woman or a woman to a man, they're probably going to be able to do it in the future. You know, I'm surprised with what they can do with just to the technology of today. Who cares if it works on anybody who wants it? The point is, it's only for the people who want it. Nobody's forcing anybody into it. And this cunt, it's like he's worried that somebody's going to, like, drug you and strap you down and submit you to this surgery without your consent. Wow.
All ages. If transgenderism is false, as it is, if men really can't become women, as they cannot, then it's false for everybody too. And if it's false, then we should not indulge it, especially since that indulgence requires taking away the rights and customs of so many people. If it is false, then for the good of society, and especially for the good of the poor people who have fallen prey to this confusion, transgenderism must be eradicated from public life entirely. The whole preposterous ideology at every level. There can be no middle way in dealing with it at every level.
You know, there's people that aren't clapping, and I want to feature these people really fast. These people that you see that aren't clapping, that are just sitting there, those are the scum of society. Those are why Nazism will happen here, just like it happened in Nazi Germany. Those people that sit there next to the people that are clapping and say nothing and do nothing, you know they're not supporting it. They don't support what he just said, but you know what? You gotta go along with it because,
Orphan Monkey 1.
You don't like African Americans, you marginalize women, you don't...
The link to my YouTube page in your chat. I rebuild recreational vehicles.
To my YouTube page. Yeah, sure, it's fine, bro. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, post a link. That's fine. Thanks for asking. I want you to see the faces of the people. Wow, look, man. Look at the African American guy. Look at, there's an Asian guy. There's women. And you know, almost every man sitting there is a closeted homosexual. So it's just amazing that they're going to sit there. God. Just think about the irony behind the fact that all those men are probably closeted homosexuals.
Patrick John Welder.
And the
person's
hypocrisy
prerogative whether
that
they
they're
want
willing
to
to
become a
subject
man or
themselves
woman.
to.
What he's saying on all levels is literally doing harm to people who think that way. It's so crazy.
And what can you do about it, you know? I mean, you're right. Noise reduction on. You look at that cross-section of people. Look at those faces in that audience. Right here. You know, look at all these people right here. And you realize that's the enemy. That's your enemy. That's the friends of fascism.
He's trying to say men can't have babies. But I personally think that whole trans thing is ridiculous on both sides. To be, it's like deciding on what to make for Thanksgiving dinner. Who cares? Uber Eats. Orphan Monkey 1. Thank you. Let me know what you think, smiley face. Patrick John Welder. I just want to know what he means on all levels.
See, Billy, the thing is he wants you to look at the trans issue. He doesn't want you to look at the fascism issue. So what I want you to do, Billy, is I want you to ignore the trans issue, apply it to any issue where people are going to be marginalized, and see the fascism and see how it creeps in one group at a time. Do you see that aspect of this? Do you see the Adolf Hitler aspect of what he just did? You understand the fascism part is what I'm talking about. I'm not asking you to enter into a debate about whether trans
Billy Valentine. Sure.
fascism, right? It's not about, and this is how they do it. They distract you. They distract you. Oh, you're distracted. You're distracted. You don't see it because we're talking about trans. They distract you, but we're really talking about fascism. We're going to push fascism down your throats. But, oh no, the issue is trans and we can't live our lives. Because you're sitting here eavesdropping on me going, that's why.
Billy Valentine. Sure, Russia did the same thing to abolish the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yes, they did. Russia, America, we're just Nazis fighting Nazis, man. I was seeing what Putin does to his political allies and protesters. Bro, you ready for this? Russia rounds up the protesters and they force them into military service. They put them on the goddamn front lines fighting Ukraine. That's got to make you think, right? My mom said this morning, she said, the world is so screwed up. It's not fixable. And I'm not going to waste my time worrying about it anymore. That's what my mom said. Over pancakes. Pancakes and coffee. That reminds me, man. I need some coffee. I got Muppet mouth bad. Need me some grapes.
Billy Valentine. Yes. At the end of World War II, Russia and the USA split up the Nazi scientists and let them build our weapon and space race, and we wonder why we're fighting now. Ha 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 ha, it's common sense.
Just stop caring about it and just let them all fucking kill each other. Let the world go to shit. We don't deserve this planet. And I'm willing to take the punishment along with the rest of the goddamn vermin that we are. The bacteria that we are on this planet, this poor planet. The last thing it needed was a bunch of fucking bacteria crawling all over it, killing everything, killing each other. You guys want to do more show? How many hashtag keep it opens can I get? You guys have been fair. Some of you have really worked hard this morning, and I appreciate it. Those of you that went to Twitter, those of you who were engaging me in conversation over the whole trans thing and this fascism. It's good to know that some of you support me on being anti-fascist. You know? Now you understand what Antifa is.
Trending it.
Congratulations.
Hashtag keep it open.
Now you know why Republicans hate Antifa so much. Now it should make sense to you. Be a hero.
Casper.
Call yourself Antifa.
Hashtag keep it open.
Thank you, Jiminy. I'll be right back. Let me grab my coffee. Let's do this. Eradicate transgenderism. Fucking piece of shit. All right, here's the grapes, and I'll have the coffee in just a second. House Intelligence Committee. That's an oxymoron.
Orphan Monkey 1. Cheers for coffee. LOL.
This guy at CPAC said they need to eradicate transgenderism because it prevents people from being able to live their lives the way, yeah, transgender. Yeah, people are unable to live their lives because these transgender people exist. And he says, and if it's true for them, if it's true for transgenders that they can go from being a man to a woman, then it's true for all of us. Sorry. I gotta take my vitamin, my mom says. I'll be right back.
Billy Valentine. I chopped wood all day yesterday. Gonna be another 2 days at least. Only I gotta do it for real. Russell Brand, you hair having, Jesus shirt wearing, fake wood chopping, Learjet humping but WOD. I can smell your Calgon powder from here, Russell.
Jiminy!
Hey man, what's up?
Jiminy Jim Jams, my boy. Bro,
How's it going?
I want to tell you, I know it's hard for people to keep up with me on Twitter. You go out of your way for me, and I when I pull up a tweet and I see that you've liked it, man, it really means a lot to me, and I just want to say thank you.
Oh, no problem, man.
Thank you for that. It would be so easy for everyone else to do that too, and make it a thing.
Yeah.
You know, I just God, man.
I know. Well, some people just don't wanna. I don't know.
You set a very good example though, and I do appreciate it. And you know, I put up really good shit on my Twitter. I put content.
Yeah, man.
You read that, you click on the articles, you're like, oh, I'm interested in this. I'm interested to see what Nay had to say about that or this response or blah, blah, blah. That's what it's all about, man. That conversation.
I follow a few people on Twitter, but you're one of them, and I definitely, it's good content. So I don't know why more people aren't following, honestly, because it's great. It's a great
They all have
content.
their
Others
reasons and their
similar.
excuses. Everyone's got a reason and an excuse.
Cheers, Blue Dream.
Cheers.
Similar channels. And
No law regarding cannabis, Jiminy Jim Jams.
okay.
All right.
Bill.
Cheers, Bill, Orphan, and anybody that's over on the sphere, rumbling. Cheers. No law regarding cannabis. Ooh, that was a tasty bong rip. It looked like a skull on my shirt. That was cool. You Republicans at CPAC, you guys are a bunch of cowards. Okay? And you're not standing up to this little mini Adolf Hitler. And you should all be ashamed of yourselves. Now, I'm going to play this again. I know it's hard to listen to, but,
There
you know,
can be no
this is,
middle way
I think
in
this is
dealing
really
with
important.
Transgenderism. It is all
Billy
or nothing.
Valentine.
If transgenderism
My
is true,
brother-in-law
if men
tried
really
to
can
loan me
become
an
women,
axe to chop
then
this
it's true
giant
for
tree up
everybody
with.
of all ages.
Ha 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 ha.
If
Idiot.
transgenderism is false, as it is, if men really can't become women, as they cannot, then it's false for everybody too. And if it's false,
Hey, let me ask you this, little mini Adolf Hitler. Let me ask you this. When a man that wants to become a woman transitions into being a woman, does that person then become happier? And sometimes yes and sometimes no, right? But shouldn't their unhappiness be up to them and not you, little mini Adolf Hitler? Something to think about, right, guys? I hope that I'm getting through to some of you. I mean, you really have to think about if this is not hitting home for you, you really have to start thinking about the fascist side of this. You have to understand what fascism is and understand that, you know, this guy and look at this guy. Look at this guy's face. Dude, this guy is a freaking monster. Let me show you.
He's got the Ukrainian color.